ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Di abot ang data!
GG bro!
Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best-ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
Boxing El General, matibay na dikitan. Konkreto, kahoy, bakal. Plastic El General All-Purpose Epoxy, palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan.
Easy umulan!
Hindi mo tayo makakabenta.
Yes!
Don't worry! Be only with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
Hindi aabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi na bitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Happy anniversary at TNT! Pangmalawakang coverage. With free data, calls, and texts. At sulit na rewards.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Di abot ang data!
GG bro!
Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa...
Playtime. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
All purpose! Ang boxing! El General! Matibay na dikitan! El General! Konkreto, kahoy, bakal! Plastic, El General All Purpose Epoxy! Palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan!
Hindi umuulan!
Di mo tayo makakabenta!
Yes!
Don't worry.
And we're down to our last scheduled ball game for today, an all NCAA game day. And of course, it features these two teams, University Perpetual System DALTA Altas going up against Emilio Aguinaldo College Generals. Welcome everyone. Playtime cares Filoil EcoOil Center 18th Preseason Cup, Benji Santiago, along with CC. Yes, not Caitlin Clark, but we got your attention for sure. And here's the team standing. CC?
We have EAC coming in at third with a win-loss record of 4-1. And then Perpetual, on the other hand, is at the lower end of the standings with 1 win and 3 losses.
Things might change right after this ball game, and hoping both of them could come up with the respective wins. So we're also going to be telling you more about what happened between Arellano University Chiefs actually dealing University Perpetual System DALTA Altas just last Saturday. This close win, 68-66. They fell short. They had that chance to win the ball game. Patrick Sleet just missed the 3 in the end game.
I think the 20 turnovers definitely hurt them in the end, especially if it was only a 2-point game. The second chance points of Arellano, they were able to capitalize on the turnovers, especially of Perpetual. Hopefully they clean it up more today, because I think they'll definitely have their hands full with EAC.
There's definitely a lot of adjustment on the part of Perpetual. And of course, Patrick Sleet, who committed 2 early fouls in the first quarter, had a lot of making up to do with 14 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists in the second half. And hoping he could take care of himself here, not very much going to be involved in foul trouble. Those are his numbers, and hoping they could still manage to come up with more from this guy. And over at the other side for the Emilio Aguinaldo College, of course, this last game that they had also played last Saturday, 75-71, the way it has ended, but actually EAC Generals, there was even a time that they led by as much as 21 points.
Yeah, EAC needs to be able to hold off on these leads that they have. I think that'll speak to the maturity of their team and help them in once the season actually comes. In preseason, they're able to almost fend off these late runs by other teams. But I think to propel them into the top of the standings, they need to be able to be more consistent.
They were led by Wilmar of Tana, and he has been leading them for the past games. But of course, Jude Bagay, his numbers, not too much on points, but look at the number of rebounds and 4 assists. And that's quality of a ball game that Jude Bagay was able to contribute when they went up against JRU Heavy Bombers. And that's why a factor, also a player that we're going to be taking a look at here coming into this ball game. Can he be consistent? And that's something that we are all going to find out as we take a look at this key matchup between these two players, Patrick Sleet and Jude Bagay. Basically the same numbers, the averages in points, rebounds, and assists. And let's see who could be more relevant and significant between these two players to help out their respective teams with a win. Let's turn you over to our venue announcer for the call out of the starters.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Playtime Filoil Center here in San Juan for the continuation of the Playtime Cares 18th Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup, presented by ABC Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. This is game number 35 in our NCAA group between the Perpetual Altas versus the EAC Generals. Let us now meet the starters for both teams. First, for the Perpetual Altas. Point guard number 8, L.A. Casinilio. Shooting guard number 3, Josh Alcantara. Small forward number 10, Patrick Sleets. Power forward number 14, John Abbas. And at center number 15, J.M. Tulabuts. Head coach for the Perpetual Altas is Olsen Racela. And now let us meet the starters for the EAC Generals. Point guard number 13, Joshua Tolentino. Shooting guard number 8, EJ Castillo. At small forward number 30, Brian Angeles. Power forward number 91, Wilmar of Tana. And at center number 28, Jello Loristo. Head coach for the EAC Generals is Jerson.
It's already been called out. The starters for this ball game: Casinilio, Alcantara, Tolabot, Sleet, and Abis for Perpetual. And for Emilio Aguinaldo College, Joshua Tolentino, AJ Castillo, Jello Loristo, Brian Angeles, and Wilmar Altana. As we get this thing growing, hope you're still joining us. We're making it worth your while. The start of a brand new week for everyone. And here we go. It's Perpetual getting the first possession here in this ball game. 2 defeats so far for Perpetual. And I'm pretty sure Coach Olsen Racela have reminded his boys about the situation they are in right now.
The ball movement was definitely good on that play. I think the ball just slipped out of his hands, but it's good to see that everyone's active early.
Well, it seems to be like a cold start between these two teams. Pretty soon, they're going to get it going. Ang Perpetual ngayon sa kanilang opensa. Of course, Patrick Sleet. He would want to forget picking up 2 personal fouls last Saturday. That could turn out to be costly for them if it happens again. Eto na, JM Tulabot opens up the scoring for Perpetual here in this ball game. EAC. Oops.
You just talked about the early fouls, and we see there Sleet has picked up his first.
For a little while, I thought lost the basketball on the way up. Patrick Sleet kagad.
Shot clock at 14 seconds.
Somebody go downstairs and tell that guy to be careful.
They need him. They need him down the stretch.
Shot clock is down to 5 right now for EAC. Putting it up long distance. In and out. Perpetual once again. Patrick Sleet most probably could just concentrate on offense for a little while. And a transition ball came here for EAC. And Brian Angeles ang unang nakapuntos para sa Chiefs. O Generals, I'm sorry. Arellano nga pala yung tumalo sa kanila. Chiefs yun. 2-all is our count here in the first quarter as Perpetual trying to follow up another basket for them.
A little bit careless with the ball, but let's see if they can convert.
They're going for these kind of run and gun plays, but let's see. Because that's the way their head coach is known, Racela. That's the way he was playing. But he was very active. Joshua Tolentino, next guy to contribute para sa EAC.
As a coach, of course, you want your team to push the ball and to move fast, but you don't want them to rush because that often proves more trouble than it does positive aspects.
And not only that, Coach Olsen Racela has been playing point guard all his life. So the court general, the extension of the head coach and everything.
Somebody who knows how to control the pace of the game. I'm sure it definitely proves some frustrations when he's only on the sideline.
He's trying to get a piece of his mind to be shared to his boys here. A foul in the act.
Acting foul on number 91, Wilmar of Tana.
Wilmar of Tana. Uh-oh. Now here's a key player para sa panig ng Emilio Aguinaldo College, who just picked up 2 personal fouls quickly, and free throws being brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesives. Sigurado ka dito. There's Coach Olsen Rosella.
2 for 2. I think Patrick Sleet's first step is so quick. It's almost so hard to guard that you almost want to sag off of him a little bit, just so you can anticipate that.
But I also made mention about Wilmar Oftana, the guy with the basketball right now, who picked up 2 personal fouls here in the first period. The banking shot did now work out for EAC. And here comes Patrick Sleet. He's expected to get a lot of touches. He just threw that ball over to the other side of the court, and that was costly. Joshua Tolentino with a second basket, CC.
We mentioned that they definitely need to lessen their turnovers, but it's not looking like that here early in the first.
6-4 is our count. Good defensive stop right there for Perpetual. Trying to take it strong, yes. J.M. Tulabot instead will be awarded 2 free throws.
Number 28, Jello Lobisto, that's his first personal foul. 13 foul for EAC substitutions. Jerolan Magal for Wilmar Oftana, JP Boral and Marco Cruz.
Ayan na, Marco Cruz, JP Boral also checking in.
Shots for J.M. Tulabot.
Tulabot, who had the first basket in the ball game, missing his first free throw. Baka marami nagtataka, puro NCAA games na lang nilalaro natin lately. Mas marami silang teams for one thing.
They have to catch up.
Yes. Pero pagdating naman ng quarterfinals, the top 4 sa UAP and the top 4 sa NCAA will go into a crossover quarterfinals.
EAC is in good position to keep that 3rd spot.
Actually, their whole intention here is get a share of the top spot currently sa ating team standings. With the College of St. Benil suffering their first loss just last Saturday to Letran. Letran is currently number 1 with a win over the other rule.
Tino pushing the ball. Ooh, just a little too much pectus on that one.
Hacking foul on number 8, L.A. Casimiro.
L.A. Casimiro is called for the foul. And being very aggressive, ito si Joshua Tolentino for EAC.
Joshua Tolentino.
Joshua Tolentino is only averaging 6 points per ball game. But it doesn't show the way he's being confident and aggressive here in the first period. He's also their number 1 assist guy with 3.6 per ball game for the Generals.
I think it's good for him to have the intention to get in the paint, because if you have a high assist number, even if you're not necessarily looking for the score, you're creating options for others.
Hindi daw siya points guard.
You love to play with someone who's not a points guard.
JP Boral. They go for the long distance shot. 8-4 is our count. Apat ang abante ng Generals.
We have yet to see anybody hit a shot from the outside.
Well, it's going to happen pretty soon.
Yeah.
They're
just working their way out.
Brian Angeles has got 4 points here in the first quarter. Lead is up 6 for EAC. JP Boral. Shot clock is down to 6. And then the steal. And touchdown, Joshua Tolentino. Mapapahiya pa yata ako.
We saw a lot of those last game.
Timeout. EAC leading by this much, 12-4.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa...
Playtime. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis. Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
Di mo tayo makakabenta! Yes! Don't worry! Be unleashed with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Four minutes and 28 to play here in the first quarter. EAC Generals easily trying to pull away against Perpetual, who seems to be still figuring out what's going on with their offense. Well, I'm pretty sure Coach Olsen Rosella talked to them. Of course, para kay Gerson Cabiltes naman. The last time that they won EAC, their head coach was not even here, CC. Just try to imagine. The system works.
EAC trying to do a little too much. They can slow it down. You know, you're up 8. You don't need to force an easy score.
JP Boral, he has not taken an attempt yet here in this ball game. That baseline short. The Generals at it again. Long distance shot. And the wait still continues for CC, for anyone who can hit the three-pointer. EJ Castillo coming off the bench. And don't look now. This is already a 10-point lead for the Generals. Stuck at 4 points and Perpetual. Sino magdadagdag?
They need to stop the bleeding because 10 points ahead. I think EAC is definitely not going to back down, and they're just going to keep pushing.
Nunez was able to grab the rebound. Another guy coming off the bench for Perpetual. Still trying to figure out the right combination on the floor here.
They're getting the right shots. Everything's just not falling.
Joshua Tolentino. Call it from deep. He's in double figures, CC. He's got 11.
If I'm not mistaken, we definitely said he was not a points guard, but here he is proving us wrong efficiently too, which I can respect.
Yeah, already made mention is just averaging 6 points per ball game. He's already outdone himself, and this is just the first quarter. He goes for another three.
He check. What a
nice move. Marco Cruz had to be a little creative to get that basket. Ang tagal, 4 points lang. And then Marco Cruz, a player off the bench, could spark something here. He's got a bonus free throw.
As these bench players are getting fielded in, they have a chance to make an impact. So quality minutes is key.
10 points, largest at 12 a little later. Joshua Tolentino has been hot. Here's another long distance shot, and it goes in. Kylo Chavo, not exactly known for his skills in point making for EAC, but there's a quick reply.
Great backdoor.
20-9, EAC. They're going for it, they're feeling it, not that time around for EAC. That was a miss by Jude Bagay, whom we talked about at the top of our coverage.
Good extra.
The follow right there. Jacob Shanoda gets fouled.
Foul number 91, JP Boral. First personal foul, 3 on the Altas.
Free throws for Jacob Shanoda. JP Boral.
Take 2 shots.
Natawagan ang kanyang unang foul. Jude Bagay. Is trying to make a significant role here in the first quarter. And Jacob Shanoda knocking down 2 free throws, 22-9, the largest already for EAC. A minute remaining.
Perpetual needs to get something going. It's going to be tough going into the rest of the game down by this much. You're almost guaranteed to lose steam towards the end, as we've seen in previous matches.
Offensive rebound. And Jericho Nunez getting himself on the board. He's got 2 rebounds as well. Shanoda. 10-second shot clock.
Good pick and roll action, but Perpetual was there. Just a little more disciplined.
Foul number 91, JP Boral. That's his second.
This is going to be a cause of concern for Coach Olsen Racela and Perpetual. JP Boral has 2 fouls, and this is just the first quarter. Shanoda this time. Earlier, 2 made free throws. He missed the first one. And this time he missed both. Under 20 seconds during the first period. Nunez. Where can they go to? The options that they're still searching for. The 3-pointer is off.
Oh, wow.
Umabot pa. Nico Quinal, just before the buzzer sounded off. Are they going to review it? Yes, it counts. Nico Quinal making that one. And look at the way it was done for EAC Generals, especially with Joshua Tolentino. He's already in double figures. He's setting up his teammates here for some great plays. That's really working out. Perpetual for a little while stumped with only 4 points. Then Mark Goho Cruz is trying to make things happen for the Altas. And yes, Joshua Tolentino, a couple of 3-pointers in the first period. 24-11 EAC Generals.
Back inside the Playtime Filoil Center, now becoming a fixture of leadership in the team, Patrick Sleet shared he's embracing that role completely for the Perpetual Altas. He even shared with me, and I quote from earlier, tinatanggap ko yung role completely, pero ang tanong, nagampanan ko na ba? He also shared that hindi niya pa nabibigay 100% niya completely, and so he needs to lead more of his teammates. And so more active and more vocal is one way he's stepping up today. More so, talking about that mindset, Patrick has only one word to put it, and that's win. But in order to get that win, they need to put more effort. Now, would you agree, Benji and Sisi?
Yan, nakita ko yan. Nung kausap mo nga, May. Ito si Patrick Sleet kanina, di ba? Ang dami niyo palang pinag-usapan. Anyway, Patrick Sleet, he's got 1 foul already in the first quarter. And kailangan ng leader ng Perpetual, and he could be it. They're down here, limited to only 11 points, as EAC has found himself way ahead with this 24-11 lead. Welcome to the second quarter. Once again, Benji Santiago, CC, May Reyes at courtside. Hope you're still with us. The final scheduled ball game that we have for you today. And look at that defensive stop by EAC.
Yeah, even if they were down a man, they were still able to get that ball back.
They're working it pretty well, both ends of the floor. Another long distance shot that goes in. And Kyle Chavo enters the three-point scoring party for EAC Generals. That's already the third, if I'm not mistaken, for EAC here in the first half.
His second.
So that'll be four. Anyway, brought to you by Jangnan Hotpot Ba, Jangnan na, Kyle Chavo. So the guards are doing pretty well with those outside shots. Started off by Joshua Tolentino, now Kyle Chavo.
Holding foul on number 81, Jude Bagay. First personal foul, second team foul.
Jude Bagay called for the foul. Has not scored yet here in this ball game. The foul's going to be called against EAC.
First personal foul, 3 on the Generals.
But it's a shooting foul, so that'll mean free throws here for Perpetual.
Really ideal to be fouling a jump shooter in the mid-range.
What's sinubukan kasi kapapasok lang. It might be cold. See?
Yeah. Risk. High risk, high reward, I guess.
Yeah. And sometimes there's plenty of things that you could experiment on, especially if you have a lead like this.
Yeah. Up 16, I think. Oh.
It's going back to the line. Is that the situation here? Uh-oh. Jude Bagay fouling again.
So we have Oftana and Bagay in a little bit of foul trouble early on. 2 apiece. I think that's why the guards are more carrying for the team right now in terms of offensive production.
But Baldoria, this is already 0 of 3 from the field. Casinillo, and of course, Baldoria, Pagulayan, Maglupay here. Ang dami ng sinubukan sa Perpetual, ni Coach Olsen Racela. At parang hindi pa rin nabubuo yung chemistry on the floor for this particular ball game. There you go, Jacob Shanoda with his first field goal.
And now they're putting the pressure on.
Active on offense and defense. That's the way they're showing it here in the first half for EAC Generals. Oh, finally!
Much needed hit for Perpetual, at least to get them some energy.
First basket for LA Casinillo. And they could truly use more three-pointers. They're still playing catch-up here, down by 14. And a foul in the act. Alan Maglupay will send EAC Generals to the line. Jude Bagay making the first. EAC Generals, Bagay, Ochavo, Kinal, Shanoda, and Omandak. I can remember Omandak doing his thing on offense only in the second half of that particular ball game last Saturday. It's Aris Borja getting himself involved in the point production for Perpetual.
They were able to efficiently break that press and cause the advantage. I think they need to continue that because it doesn't seem like EAC is going to take the pressure off. Great, great fast break.
Alan Maglupay, his first 2 points. So Pagulayan with a couple of assists. Truly a big help here to boost some sort of confidence in the offense of Perpetual. Omandak Shot clock is down to 7 right now. Nice fake. Can't just get that ball to go down. Jude Bagay. Some momentum going the way of Perpetual here, CC.
That slow step was nice. I mean, I almost thought that they were rushing it a little bit on that last one, but he saw the path. He was able to create the contact, and his teammate also almost unintentionally or intentionally boxed out his man.
Talk about a sneaky play and able himself to find a way.
And now we're at least only 10 away.
Could bring it down to single digit. So a good run here for Perpetual. And some of the most unlikely players that seldom used are the ones actually clicking here for the Altas.
A Perpetual is setting up in a zone.
Really now?
Was that 3 bounces?
Yeah, that's right. So rare that it's going to happen.
Let's see if
But
they
that's
can
a quick answer. Yeah. So Pangulayan with his first basket answers right back. Straight through with that 3, unlike the other side, we really had to wait.
They're adjusting their defense.
It is all brought to you by Jangnan Hotpot. Hotpot ba? Jangnan na? See? Did you count? The number of bounces that ball before it decided to go through the net.
His shooter's bounce on another level.
Yeah.
Great extra pass.
So they made a stop. They're just down by 9. Need some headway here in the second period. A sorry miss on that layup.
But it's good to see him being aggressive because it seems like if they don't pick him up full court, he definitely has a lane to the basket.
Somebody has to for Perpetual.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Hot shooting from EAC in the second quarter.
They're just feeling it from the outside. The number of 3-pointers already 5 for EAC Generals. I don't know if I'm properly catching up with them. 37-25 is our score. Biggest lead was at 17.
Holding foul on number 11, Alex Mora. That's his second personal foul. 3 on the Altas. Substitution. Sean Orwell for LA Casinillo.
LA Casinillo, not bad at all. He's got 6 points and 3 rebounds. And he's getting his first rest. Sean Orgo in his place for Perpetual. More than halfway here in the second period. The scoop, the miss.
Oh.
Might have gotten away with that one for Perpetual. Talk about breaks going their way.
Oh,
Two chances.
Sorry misses. And we have an offensive.
Offensive foul.
Yes.
Number 1, Russell Dominguez. That's his first
Russell
personal
Dominguez.
foul. Substitutions.
He was fighting for position in that shaded area, was called for the charge. And Patrick Sleet. And it's for some more action here for Perpetual.
I think it'll be good to see him do what Casinillo was doing previously, getting to the paint, attacking because the other team is in penalty. If they can draw a foul and convert, that'll get them easy baskets.
Sean Orgo. They go for another 3. Talk about that rebound. Bakud coming down with it. EAC leads by 12. They go inside. Too deep underneath that time for Russell Dominguez.
He's really aggressive in posting up. I think the guards need to get it to him a little earlier.
Look at his wide body. He's expected to do most of those things.
Yeah, give it to him in the paint.
So penalty na nga. Ang EAC and Pagulayan at the line. And free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. 2 rebounds and 2 assists also for Pagulayan.
Free throws are proving to be a little bit of an issue for Perpetual today.
They could have capitalized on this penalty situation. Shot clock down to 5. Time to make a move. The floater that goes in. Villarente with 5 points here in the first half. Who can they go to? The step back jumper. Back rimmed it. 3 minutes. Setting up their half-court offense. Diamant. And players on the floor in that shaded area.
Holding foul on number 55, J.D. Babalaya. That's his first personal foul. 14 foul for the outside substitution.
They brought it down to as low as 9. I think now they really got to put a cap on it, because if it goes plus 13, plus 15, any higher, they're going to have a hard time again.
Well, the defense also adjusted to the way they were having that momentum a little while ago.
Yeah, they're focusing now on getting back, lessening those fast breaks. What a scoop. And that individual defense, you can't have lapses like that if you're Perpetual.
Rico Posanes instant offense here for EAC Generals.
Good hustle on the rebound.
Couple of three-point shots. Nothing going in for Perpetual. Entering the 2-minute mark of the second period.
2 minutes.
Up 15, EAC Generals recovering from the onslaught that happened for Perpetual when they were hitting their shots.
Almost forced a turnover, instead drew the foul.
Foul on number 10, Patrick Sleet.
That's number 2.
Personal foul. 2 shots, Jethro Baku.
In that ball game last Saturday when Patrick Sleet picked up his 2 personal fouls in the first quarter, he did not see action in the second period.
He has 1:47 to go, so definitely avoid picking up another one right before halftime.
What they want from him is his point production and, of course, his assists and rebounds.
Yeah, he needs to be an active player right now. Oh, here we go again with the turnovers.
Russell Dominguez laying it in, coming up and completing the defense and complement the offense. 44-27, or 26 rather, EAC.
El General All-Purpose Epoxy, palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Still this double-digit lead being enjoyed by EAC Generals. And we're here with 1:25 to play in the first half.
If you're Perpetual, just cut the lead down by even, but possession by possession.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be a long talk in the dugout come halftime.
It's unfortunate. I mean, they crawled their way back into within single digits, and now all of a sudden 16 points.
And we don't even have a minute anymore left here in the first half. EAC with a shot clock going down. 6 seconds to shoot. They go inside, and Sean Orgo might be called for the foul.
Is not happy with that one, but I mean, there's a lot of contact. It could have gone either way.
That's his first personal foul. Russell Dominguez will take 2 shots.
Just try to imagine Sean Orgo trying to take the ball away or at least deny possession for this big guy, Russell Dominguez. But he missed on the first free throw. He's only got 2 points here in the first half.
Zero for 2.
They got an offensive rebound, just unable to put it back in. So they went for an attempt. JP Boral, a little gun shy here in the first half for Perpetual. There you go.
There you go. It's Patrick Sweet.
And everybody from Perpetual is hoping that Patrick Sleep can come up with more.
10 seconds, no need to foul, just play honest D for this last 5.
The drive, the miss, the battle for the loose ball.
Patrick may have gotten away with that one. He could have easily been called for a foul.
See the one who was called for the foul or Russell Dominguez?
I think it was Dominguez. But that contest on that layup, oh.
Foul on number 1, Russell Dominguez, penalty. That's his 3rd personal foul. Technical foul on number 1, Russell Dominguez, for using a profane language.
So you call for a personal foul and then you pick up a technical, which adds to your personal. So he's got 4 right now.
It pays to keep cool in the game.
And Mark Goho Cruz taking care of the technical free throw since they're in penalty. Patrick Sleet was involved in that play inside, which resulted in a foul called against Dominguez and a technical foul, but he missed on the first free throw. Patrick Sleet earlier, even with a 3-pointer. He gets the second one to go down. 11 points. Sean Orgo!
Oh!
At the end of
Had
the first half,
necessary effort to try to come up with a miracle shot before we ended the first 2 quarters of play here. Perpetual and EAC at it. Biggest lead at 17, and still a double-figure lead that's being enjoyed here by EAC Generals after we ended the first half. Patrick Sleet, if only his shots would fall easily, just like the way he was able to do it at that 3-pointer. Russell Dominguez aggressive, but can't he be more aggressive? He's got 4 personal fouls when we ended the first half.
Don't worry. Be unleashed with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome.
Hindi aabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Happy anniversary at TNT! Pangmalawakang coverage. With free data, calls, and texts. At sulit na rewards.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Di abot ang data! GG bro! Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome.
On purpose. Ang boxing, El General. Matibay na dikitan. Konkreto, kahoy, bakal.
Plastic, El General All-Purpose Epoxy. Palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan.
Hindi umulan!
Hindi mo tayo makakabenta! Yes! Don't worry! The Only with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome.
Hindi aabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry! worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Double-digit lead being enjoyed by EAC Generals against Perpetual here in the last scheduled ball game that we have for all of you today. Benji Santiago, Camille Clarin, CC, just don't dare call me BS, all right? We also have May Reyes at courtside, and here the story in numbers after the first half, CC.
29% from the field goal is not very good for Perpetual. I think that's why they're struggling. To EAC's 47%. The bench production as well as EAC is also carrying. I think Perpetual is actually lacking a little bit from their starters. So I think that they just need to up the percentage and be a little more efficient.
Well, that's what we have noticed. A lot of those players that we're expecting to really come up with a lot of points to help out Perpetual. But it turns out that Patrick Sleet has managed with the three-pointers, come up with 6 along with L.A. Casinilo. What a good start for him. For Perpetual, and then Pagulayan. Mark Goho Cruz, we know he can do more than just 4 points. Allen Maglupay with 2. Over at the other side, Joshua Tolentino, whom we were trying to figure out if he was even used in the second quarter, managed to come up with 11 points. All of those numbers happened in the first 10 minutes of play. Ochava also with a couple of three-pointers. Felix Villarente, Jacob Shanoda, Brian Angeles for EAC Generals. And so far, so good. Taking care of business at least halfway here in this ball game and trying to come up with another win. That's the whole intention for EAC Generals, wanting to be in real good company with College of St. Benilde and Letran, for that matter, here in the NCAA bracket. So we're just here in the first half. Patrick Sleet, no rebounds, no assists, 6 points. And Jude Bagay, although he's only got 2 points and 1 rebound, it's the rest of his teammates actually are doing the damage, at least in the first 2 quarters of play. So it will come for Jude Bagay. It will come also for Patrick Sleet. And this coming Wednesday, it's going to be another game day in the NCAA bracket. Mapua, who just won earlier, will go up against JRU at 12 noon. And then Arellano last Saturday with their first win against EAC. And San Sebastian will try to go for their first win versus Perpetual. That's coming away this coming Wednesday. We're going to be taking a break. When we come back, it's going to be the second half.
Happy anniversary at TNT! Pangmalawakang coverage. With free data, calls, and texts. At sulit na rewards.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Di abot ang data! GG bro! Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Time for the second half of action, just about to get underway. And once again, we're still holding it right here at Playtime Filoil Center in San Juan. So it's Perpetual opening up this second half with a ball on their side of the floor. Let's see who they have here, as they are down by 11. Shot clock is down to 3.
Oh, that is
almost
great
a steal.
defense.
And Wilmar of Tana, who picked up 2 personal fouls.
We see Tolentino back in the game, so let's see if he can up his production.
Just too fast for his own good at that attack.
A little bit.
He might have missed playing, or missing 1 quarter after what he did. 11 points in the first period.
Those simple baskets. And they don't need to overcomplicate it. I mean, EAC is almost anticipating the off-ball movement. It seems like they've done their scouting report.
And at least most probably that long talk in the dugout will produce some great results here for Perpetual. Wilmar of Tana missing. Down by 9. Deficit needed to be cut a little bit more here. And trying to find their way to have the momentum. Maglupay, Casinillo, Nunez, De Lozano, and Pagulayan for Perpetual.
Great defense. Anticipated that little fake from Castillo.
As they say, when you're trying to play catch-up, you also have to make the necessary stops.
Only foul number 25, Chelo Gelazano. That's his first personal foul. First team foul for the
Chelo Gelazano's got 2 rebounds and 2 assists. Still has yet to come up with a basket, but he picks up a foul.
You see them picking up full court. I think they do need to play with a little bit of urgency, especially in this third quarter, which is almost make or break for most teams.
Joshua Tolentino. Shot clock is down to 6. EAC Generals is EJ Castillo, Tolentino, Loristo, Angeles, and Oftana. Perpetual making another stop here, CC.
EAC is right there with them. I think they've learned from their mistakes about giving up those fast breaks.
There you go. LA Casinillo adds up to his production. He's already got 8.
Now we're within 7. Let's see if EAC can convert, because Oftana has been a little bit quiet this game.
And still is yet to make a basket here in the second half is the EAC Generals. Another miss. Perpetual, another golden opportunity here to get closer. Patient offense. Just couldn't get that ball to go down. And let's turn you over to May.
Having labeled as a super rookie by his teammates, EJ Castillo thinks otherwise. In his words, he said, "Malayo pa, madami pa akong kakaining bigas." But aside from those realizations of his, he's actually happy with the team's standings as of late. Sabi niya, yung kumpiyansa, tuloy-tuloy, at yung chemistry, mas nabubuo. And one way he works on that chemistry with his kuyas is by going on 1v1 against them. And mind you, even with their kiddies or players from high school as well. By sharing with me his secret, as he called it, let's see if that will pay off in the second half. Now back to you, Benji and Cici.
Ayan, basta dahan-dahan lang sa kanin. 44-37. It's a balanced diet, as they say, especially for these young athletes. 6 minutes and 28 here in the third. Andyan na, kumakatok ng Perpetual. And still no basket yet here in the third quarter for EAC Generals.
I think EAC is struggling a little bit to get... Oh, of course they would score right after I say that.
Ryan Angeles has got 6 points and breaking the silence here in the third period for the Generals.
Oh! Wow. Clean block.
Talk about one solid defense right there by EAC Generals. Joshua Tolentino signals the play for their half-court offense. Oh, wait. That was Carlo Chavo. And Brian Angeles turns it over. Perpetual will get back ball possession.
Perpetual needs to space the floor a little bit better, but if you're not shooting that well, you almost allow the defense to sag on you. I think that's why we saw that block last possession and why a lot of their stuff to the basket is just contested or well defended.
Marco Cruz and Patrick State for J.D. Maguire and Adam Magubay. J.D. Maguire for Geno Garisano.
So Marco Cruz, Patrick Slade, the reliables that Coach Olsen Rosella is expecting to be really reliable here in this ball game.
Oh, we see a battle under there between Sleet.
The referees are just letting them play. A hurried shot right here. Well, shot that was going down.
Yeah.
And a miss right there by L.A. Casinilio. Wilmar of Tana. And then another three-pointer right there.
That little extra, extra screen of Aftana, I think we don't necessarily see as much, but that's what got him open.
Talk about the recovery, the offense for Nico Kinal and EAC. This is all brought to you by Jangnan Hatpa Jangnan Na. And the number of three-pointers for EAC, 7 all in all, or make that 8 already.
Yeah, they're shooting very efficiently.
50-37. They made it close. They were just down 7. Patrick Sleet falling away. Makes another basket for Patrick Sleet. He's got 8 points. Still quiet in the rebounding department, and assists for Patrick Sleet.
Yeah, maybe he needs to get involved on that side so the game will come a little bit easier.
There's another good-looking three-pointer. Kyle Ochavo really burning the hoops here in this ball game. He's found his range. He's very comfortable shooting those outside shots. He's being set up to take those outside shots by his teammates. Perpetual cannot answer back, but there's an offensive rebound here, and Marco Cruz will go to the line for a pair. Foul is on Nico Kinal.
Third personal foul. 3 on the Generals.
Perpetual needs to be a little bit more intentional with how they're moving. I think they seem a little rushed from what I'm looking at.
At the line, shooting team, Marco Cruz.
When you have consecutive losses, sometimes it's hard to try to get back into the ball. Free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. As I was saying, they might have lost their focus after those consecutive losses. It's a good thing this is the preseason.
A lot of time to work on that mental fatigue.
Sometimes if your coach is going to tell you that this is just a preseason, but you have to be ready in every ball game, no matter what it is.
Yeah, every time you step on that court, you want to make sure you're taking advantage.
And school's pride is still very, very much visible, existent. Even this is just a preseason game. The community, they're watching. 56-40. They're trying to break away once again. EAC. Well, from your observation, CC, what's really bothering Perpetual? They were at it at the start of the third period.
Yeah, I mean, they're not getting any fast break points. That's what...
Brian Angeles still down.
We'll review the last play. All players, please proceed to the shaded area in front of respective benches.
Officials are going to be taking another look at what happened to Brian Angeles. If there's something unnecessary, not a basketball play, those kind of things. For now, it's a 16-point lead for EAC Generals. 2 minutes and 41 here in the third. Sean Orgo, their point guard, talking to his other teammates, Sleet, Boral. Ooh. Unsportsmanlike.
After review, unsportsmanlike foul on number 91, JP Boral. That's his third personal foul. Substitution, for JP Boral.
You see the replay right here.
Free throws, a small session for EAC Generals.
Maybe a little bit too aggressive on the block.
JP Boralo only managed 2 points, a rebound and an assist. Brian Angeles, 2 shots plus ball possession here for EAC Generals.
Substitutions. As for Nunez and Jude Bagay.
Jude Bagay is coming back into the game. 2 minutes and 41. It's back to another 18-point lead for EAC going into this timeout.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Plastic and General All-Purpose Epoxy. Palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Di abot ang data! GG, bro! Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
14 seconds on the shot clock.
Back here in the third period. EAC Generals. Of course, this is all part of that unsportsmanlike foul called on JP Boral earlier. They had a free throws. This is their possession. And a good swipe by Patrick Sleet.
There you go, feed the man inside.
But just can't deliver, unfortunately, for Perpetual.
It seems like that's been the story. I mean, their offenses are relatively similar, but it seems that EAC is just more efficient at getting the ball in the ring.
Sorry, missed by Aris Borja. Mandak has yet to get himself involved in the scoring as they go inside. Jacob Shinoda.
Big-to-big action. Not something you see very often in the college game.
And now they're going to see how effective that is. They'll try to learn more from it. Because these kids, I don't know what kind of supplements they're having right now. What are the parents giving to their kids? They're growing up so fast. This is now the largest lead in the ball game, 60-40 for EAC. They were kind of flat when they started the third period.
They've picked it up. Oh, what a tough shot. I mean, up 20, that's not necessarily what you're
know.
going to go for, but if you're feeling it, you're feeling it.
Nico Quinal gets a three-pointer. He's got 8 points. And it has already ballooned to 23, the lead for EAC. And of course, it's not yet enough. They're going to go for another one.
I mean, can you believe they're shooting 40% from the 3 right now?
Imagine. There are those days, I do believe, you know, they get involved shooting those kind of 3-point shots. They need to practice them more. As they say, all part of the evolution of basketball right now, the way it's being played nowadays. When even big men can shoot threes. Shanoda with a miss of that turnaround. Up 21, EAC. Final seconds here in the third. And Omandak gives up a foul. They're not yet in penalty, it's okay.
That's his first personal foul. 4 on the general substitutions. And it is Emilio.
It's like a platoon substitution for Perpetual before we end the third. See? That was a mouthful from the venue announcer. 63-42. Perpetual. They go inside.
Good patience.
Desano scoring. That was a quick play.
Wow. Okay.
At the end of the third quarter.
All right. Back in the third, they were leading by 11. And right now, taking care of a 19-point lead. This time around, it got even bigger at the end of the third. The EAC Generals showing us and everyone here, especially those who are watching, ating live stream coverage, that they're being comfortable with the way they're executing their gameplays. They came in prepared, 63-44 to end the third in their favor.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Hindi aabot ang data!
Nice! Don't worry. The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Final 10 minutes of this ball game. Let's see if Perpetual might be able to come up with something big.
I think the glaring difference between EAC and Perpetual is that EAC moves the ball. I mean, they're not necessarily moving it to get a score right away, but just letting everyone touch the ball. I think that's why everyone's more involved.
Well, talk about the patient offense. They're not
There you go.
Oh, that's so sorry, miss that alley-oop. I would always call that alley-oops. Had the right idea, not just being able to finish it.
Yeah, it seems like that's the case for Perpetual. They have a lot of good ideas, but the execution is just not there yet.
So here they made a stop, and another sorry miss for Perpetual. Transition. Nope.
Jude still cannot get a basket right now.
Taking a look at the altas with Maglupay, Casinilio, Abis, Celesano, and Pagulayan. Oh! Nawala pa. Andun na. JD Pagulayan. It's one of those relevant players that we've seen here since the opening buzzer. Was really humming for Perpetual. He's got 6 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nico Quinal. Omandak firing away. Had a good line.
Yeah, it looked good from our angle.
No easy baskets.
Number 14, Nico Quinal. That's his 4 personal foul.
That's number 4 on Nico Quinal.
EAC. Substitutions for EAC Generals. Felix Villarente and Ivan Kujama for Nico Quinal and Carlo Chavo. 18 seconds on the shot clock.
Nico Quinal will have to sit back on the bench with his 4 personal fouls. Felix Villarente in his place on the court. Perpetual going long distance. That's a miss. Jude Bagay grabbing the rebound. That's his 3rd rebound. He's only got 2 points, and this is already the 4th quarter.
Good
Bad
weak
pass.
side defense. You have a 4-on-2. Let's see if you. Oh. 4-on-2. I mean, ideally you need to convert that. There's no reason not to. So these are the growing pains that come with a team that's not as matured as EAC.
Talk about retooling for Perpetual. They have to learn, they have to experience everything. Well, let's talk to May for a little while.
Well, Benji and CC, he may not be completely satisfied with his own performance, but he is definitely impressed by the team. Talking about Jude Bagay, who reflected on how to step up and act as a veteran despite his sophomore status in the Generals. And while he accepted that responsibility, he also shared with me na kailangan niya pa maging mas matured sa laro. Think matured and act matured, like he said. And now, nearing the conclusion of our match, let's see if Jude and the EAC Generals will do just that today. Now back to you, Benji and CC.
So, tanong ko lang doon, may pakiramdam ba si Jude Bagay na hindi pa siya bagay? Dito sa kanyang team. 7 minutes and 13 remaining here in this ball game. Basta mabagayan mo lahat siguro, yun yung nandun eh, importante. They're up 19, not at all that bad. See, now 21.
There you go. At least Perpetual is moving the ball a little bit more. I think they need to be intentional as well with their screens. It almost feels like they're just running through people rather than trying to get their teammates open.
Perpetual being outplayed.
I think they could have capitalized on the big-to-big action down there.
CC's calling out the play right now.
Guys, you couldn't see that. There you go. They said they didn't want the 2, they wanted the 3. My bad, guys.
As they say, when it starts to pour, let it all out. It's like 3-point shooting contest that's happening here, and Perpetual is losing in this kind of contest. There you go, inside and outside. Hood with a penetration move, his first field goal. 70-44. And a timeout that we have on the floor.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa...
Playtime. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
Five minutes and 39, although a lot of playing time here in the fourth quarter, but there's a lot of catching up for Perpetual in this particular ball game.
Down 26, 5 minutes to go. Ideally, you just want to execute. Try to get the glimmers out of this last couple of minutes.
Coach most probably would tell you not to look at the scoreboard anymore. What we're after here is the execution of some good plays, just like that, which resulted in that three-pointer. So they forced a turnover.
It's that unselfishness that necessarily isn't always that good. If you have that lane, you might as well take it.
But that's the way they're doing it. They're playing team basketball.
Yep.
Finding a way from that baseline. JM Tulabut, that's only his fourth point. Time for some of the guys who actually started this ball game to make some necessary numbers, even though if they're down. All part of the
Rejecting the screen, big man popping out.
Marco Cruz gets blocked. There's Papud right there. 18 seconds under the shot clock.
18 seconds on the shot clock.
Back to back. Oh.
2 possessions. Unable to score. Nevertheless, ball will stay with him. A loose ball foul has been called here on EAC.
That's his first personal foul. That's a 2-1 EAC.
He's called for the foul. Kutiamat has contributed fairly well. He's got 8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. So many weapons for EAC Generals. 3 minutes and 57. Still a big lead for EAC.
El General All-Purpose Epoxy, palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa...
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
70-49 for the EAC Generals, always managing away to get the shooting percentage of Perpetual to just under 30%. And coming off a timeout, a turnover. Time down to 3 minutes and 56, EAC. All possession.
It's good to see some of the other guys get some minutes on the EAC side.
Yeah, they have the luxury because of this big lead. It's like trying to get everybody to the same page. Oh, that's a nice piece of work at the defensive stop. Mark Gohol Cruz now, he brings it down. Vega for the long distance shot. Only 4 3-point shots made for Perpetual here in this ball game. 4 of 25. And EAC's 11 of 28.
I really think they're just, it's like a battle on the outside. It doesn't seem like there's, I mean, the free throw count is 14 to 17, so I don't think there's that much inside game.
Russell Dominguez, he's got 4 personal fouls. He's adding up, well, he has add up to his production 4 points. Exactly for Gelasano with the way he floated that one, completely missing the hoop. 2.5 to play here in this ball game.
Everyone's just trying to get their piece in offensively right now. It's the luxury of doing your job early in the game.
Turnovers. Actually, when I got the chance to take a look at the turnovers, not really that much of a difference. They're also making a lot of mistakes on the side of EAC.
Yeah, 11 apiece. I think they did keep their turnovers down compared to 20 last game. It's just they really can't convert.
That's his first personal foul. 1 on the outside. Substitution.
So as we approach the final 2 minutes of the ball game, EAC Generals going to be in real good company at the top of our team standings. Collecting the wins. All brought to you by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. The free throws. Kenji Doremdes. I do believe this is his first time of seeing action. He replaced Josh Alcantara. It's a pressure defense. Almost. They lost it.
This last 2 minutes is brought to you by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito.
It's now our last 2 minutes. That's already been announced. Pantoria adds up to Perpetual's production here, but still falling short. 74-52 is our count. Russell Dominguez, the handoff. It's more of the execution, even for EAC, with a shot clock going down to 5.
Good defense. I mean, if once EAC completes this win, they'll be right there with the top 2 teams, 5-1 record. And they're putting themselves in good position, especially going into the latter part right before playoffs.
And it's showing a lot of promise the way they want things to happen. Good for them in the regular season. That will be NCAA 101. Of course, we saw earlier Mapua with another win, the defending champions against San Sebastian.
He ran into a wall right there.
41 seconds, an impending win. Actually, this is already a win, and winning it big. EAC General sending out a message to the rest of the competition, what they can do here in this preseason cup. Kudyama with an end one.
Kenji Doremdes, that's his first personal foul. That's a 2 on Perpetual contest. Bonus free throw for Ivan Kuncha.
And once again, free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. 28 seconds remaining. As for Perpetual, this is going to be another learning experience for them. It's It only goes to show that they still have a lot of work to do. There was a lot of promise the way they were doing. The first time I covered them, there was a run and gun play that they were executing very well. But of course, the other opponents have made the adjustment when they go up against Perpetual. And this game is already done and over with a big victory for Gerson Cabiltes and the rest of the EAC Generals, helping their better position in our team standings and dealing another learning experience here for Perpetual Altas. And what a game day this has turned out to be. Getting a chance to see NCAA games, the way they're going to be performing come the regular season. 77-52, the way it has ended here for EAC Generals. They were threatened a couple of times, but they were able to recover quickly and really get back at Perpetual. EAC Generals with a win. And of course, one player who really got your attention here, CC.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier that he was not necessarily a points guard, but I think the way that he was playing super efficient. It was not forced. It almost came into a flow, and he was still able to get his teammates involved. I think that's a characteristic of a good point guard.
Joshua Tolentino. And talk about the way he started this ball game as our heavy-duty player of the game with 11 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. He actually started off for the Generals, and the rest basically just followed. And time for our smart powered up plays, and all powered by Smart Power All 99. Get Unli Facebook or TikTok plus 10 gigabytes data and Unli calls and texts for 7 days. Load now. A ball game that we thought was really going to be close, especially when Perpetual is trying to bounce back after more than a couple of losses here. But EAC was just better prepared and was just more ready and gave us a lot of impressions, even their bench players. And the way it has ended here, just keeping them under 30%. That was the whole intention for EAC Generals against Perpetual. 19 of 69, 27 of 64 for EAC. The three-point field goals, they were clicking from the outside. 11 made. And of course, the points from turnovers, 15. EAC Generals basically taking care of business in every department. As for our key matchup, Jude Bagay and Patrick Sleet. Jude Bagay not being able to come up with a lot of points, managed to come up with, or come down with 4 rebounds. And Patrick Sleet 10-1-0. And of course, there was that big deficit that they were trying to overcome, not being able to be successful. Mapua JRU in the first game, Arellano EAC, and then San Sebastian Perpetual. That's coming Wednesday, June 18, same venue. And for the rest of us here, May Reyes, CC, Benji Santiago, thank you very much for watching. And of course, we'll see you at the ball games.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free